We all have our favorite games. Whether you like the fast-paced shooting of Titanfall 2, the endlessly intriguing puzzle-packed world of Portal, the immersive top-down horror of Darkwood, or the build variety of Slay the Spire, I'm sure you can give me at least 5 reasons why your favorite game is your favorite game. But when did your favorite game become your favorite game? Did it happen slowly over time, or was there one moment in particular that pushed you over the edge? Tragically, I think the truth is that we often forget what made us fall in love with the games we cherish the most. But I don't think we have to. So today, I want to share with you how one quite forgettable moment made me fall in love with Hollow Knight. Let me bring you back, way back, to the start of your very first playthrough. You've just managed to defeat Hornet and acquire the Mothwing Cloak. Using this newfound ability, you cross a path that was previously inaccessible and make your way inside the fungal wastes. After a while, you find this jolly new character named Cloth, who tells you the following. Searching for dangerous places, eh? Well, you're on the right track. A long-necked critter warned me of a tribe deeper down, warrior sorts, so she says, and I'm itching for some serious combat. Reading that brings back so many memories. I remember coming across Cloth on my first playthrough and hearing her warn me of the tribe deeper down below, and I was just thinking, what in the world could that mean? I'd never seen a Mantis warrior before, so the thought was just so intriguing, especially since nothing in the game so far has felt like a conjoined entity, like a faction. We've only ever seen mindless husks and the occasional lone wanderer, and I don't know if it's just me, but when it comes to world building, I'm extremely captured by the idea of factions. How different peoples and tribes would function in the world of Hallownest, how they would interact with one another, how they would collaborate in trade or fight wars for scarce resources. It's actually something I wish we saw more of in Hollow Knight. So even just the thought of such a tribe being found down below instantly piqued my interest, and I treaded onwards to see if I could find these savage warriors deeper into the caverns. After a bit of additional travel through the fungal wastes, you finally make first contact with a member of the Mantis tribe. These enemies, or at least the adult versions, are quite fierce and at your current skill level, no doubt forces to be reckoned with. Nonetheless, you manage to defeat the aggressors one by one, slowly making your way deeper underground still. If you think about it, you're really the aggressor here, treading into their territory. No wonder they're trying to defeat you. They are just defending themselves. Locating a bench to save your progress makes you feel sanguine about continuing further into the tribesman's territory, and not long after you arrive at the Mantis village. Here you can acquire the Mantis Claw and leave the area for City of Tears. But even on our first playthrough, many of us didn't. We instead found this lever and opened up a deeper part of the village. And I was both astonished, very excited, and slightly intimidated the first time I discovered there was more Mantis Village to be explored, because by this point I'd started to really get invested in the Mantis tribe. They're clearly expressing more vivid signs of intelligence than most of the goons we've been slaying so far, and oddly, they don't glow orange when defeated, but white, indicating they've somehow managed to stave off the infection. Going into this room on the right, we encounter another tiny but meaningful world-building interaction. This Mantis warrior flicking a lever to shut this gate, blocking us from going any further. He's not only providing sanctuary to the tribe's valuable treasures, but also to the vulnerable younglings sleeping within their pods. Again, you can only sympathize with the guard, he's just protecting the tribe. Still, we'd love to get past that gate, so we tread onwards in search of an alternative entrance. And that's when we finally encounter the heads of the tribe, the almighty Mantis Lords. Towering over us on 3 very tall, throne-like chairs, it's hard not to be intimidated by the might of these creatures, especially since they seem so calm about our presence, at least calm enough not to attack us immediately on sight. These creatures are not simply fought, they're challenged. But before we do so, pause for a second. Look at the background. Did you notice on your first time through that there's a fourth ruined chair? Does that mean there used to be a fourth Mantis Lord too? Clearly, she was placed off to the side, indicating perhaps a lower status. Would have made sense why she left in that case, or perhaps she was simply killed in battle. So many questions arise from just looking at the background, which is just amazing, man. Hollow Knight really has some of the most subtle but genius world building. And the best part of this mystery is that it has an answer. This is the throne of the Traitor Lord who embraced the infection and betrayed her tribe, leaving with a devoted group of mantises to form a new tribe in the Queen's Gardens. That whole endeavor is a topic for another day, but I'll finish by noting that the betrayal of the Traitor Lord is probably my favorite world-building escapade in the entire game. It's so good. Over 1,000 words into the script and I still haven't gotten to the defining moment of this video. There's just so much to talk about, even just during this small snippet of gameplay from meeting Cloth to defeating the Mantis Lords. And perhaps that's the point, that so much wonderful detail is lost on us once we grow accustomed to the game. We don't necessarily pay as much attention to the environment on repeat playthroughs as we did the first time through. And what a shame that is. Hopefully this video can serve as a reminder of the little things that make Hollow Knight so special. Once we challenge the Lords, a deadly battle ensues. Some, including myself, may decide to leave the Mantis village and come back later because this fight is it's quite difficult without any upgrades to your nail. Still, sooner or later, we managed to overcome the Lords, and rather than killing them, we instead forced them to recognize our combat prowess. They bow to us in respect, and a gate opens to the left, letting us through to Deep Nest. But the gate is a huge mislead. Although it contains another really awesome piece of environmental storytelling, this jumble of enemies warded off by the Mantis tribe, there's another hidden reward for defeating the Mantis Lords that we only find out about by going back into the village. For this reveal, I'll let Ellie from the Wilson 108 channel give her first reaction. Take it away, Ellie.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're fighting the mantises, but they won't fight you now.
Oh!
That's why they're bowing to you.
Oh, I feel really sad that I've been killing them. I just was doing it out of instinct. I was wondering why they weren't jumping down from the ceiling as quickly.
They respect you now.
Wow. Oh, I wanna cry. That's so beautiful.
You know, honestly, that's how I felt too. There's something so cool and even strangely beautiful about how the mantises now respect you. You can still fight them and they're self-preserving enough to fight back, but you don't need to. You've shown them your might by defeating their matriarchs in battle, and the mantises respect might. Enough so that even though you've slain dozens of them, they're ready to forgive you, because for them, respect trumps everything. Truly, this moment makes you feel even worse about intruding into their territory and indiscriminately slaughtering them and their young. Even the warrior who was previously keeping you out of the treasury will now let you through, and, no doubt by design, you can jump up and slaughter him if you feel so inclined. You monster. Now, had I asked you if the mantises turned friendly once you beat the Mantis Lords, I'm sure you would have said yes. It's not like most of us forget that outright. But what I do think we tend to forget is the immense impact this moment had on us the first time we experienced it. It's one of only a few times in Hollow Knight where an entire group of hostiles turns friendly, and it's similarly powerful to when Hornet goes from being your enemy to taking your side. I think Ellie's reaction speaks volumes. This moment is so unexpected but really awesome at the same time. When I experienced it for the first time, it made me go, oh wow, they respect me now. Of course. I know it's small, but I love this detail. And I think it's the culmination of a larger number of details just as brilliant as this one that makes Hollow Knight into what it is, a truly great game. And one of my favorites of all time. So next time you revisit the Mantis village after defeating the Mantis Lords, remember to pay your respects. thanks for watching. Huge thanks to Wilson and Ellie for letting me use footage of their gameplay. A link to their channel can be found down below. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more from me, please consider subscribing. Even if you don't use the subscription feed, it still helps out a ton with the algorithm. And have a wonderful day. Bye!